Let the glory live inside. Let the. That's enough of that. I had to start this video off with a little Hezekiah Walker. The song is Let the Glory. With all that being said, let me get in. Consultation phone. With all that being said, let me get into this video tonight. Took some notes. We're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different partners tonight. I'm feeling good, Freeman. I see you in the building. I see Angelica. I see Creator in the building. We're going to work this shit tonight. The topic of the video is, and I'm going to go directly in, women who incarnate with massive amounts of sexual energy. Protect them. Women who incarnate with massive amounts of sexual energy. Protect them. What are you talking about, Ashe? There's women who, when they come through the realm, we trying to figure out 6 years old, 9 years old, no pedophile shit over here, 10 years old, 13 years old, 16 years old. Your body developing fast. Your mind developing fast. We can incarnate with different types of energy. There's those of us who incarnate with healing energy. Man, this who you was when you was created. You was created to be a healer. I was created to be a teacher. I could teach anything. When I was in the church, I was getting ready to become the next T.D. Jakes. I was getting ready to become the next Bishop Paul Martin. I know Jones. I studied them. I seen them. Preaching the Bible was too easy for me because it was one book. I was incarnated to be a teacher. See, there's some people, most of you, oh, I gotta try to get through this video. There's those of us who read information and who teach information. They read it, they teach it. You teaching better than everybody out there, but people still won't follow you. You teaching better than everybody out there, right? You teaching, you preaching, right? Better than everybody out there. What's the problem, man? What's the problem? Why nobody won't follow me? You got the look, you got the gift. You've been in the text. You could debate with anybody. You can make everybody look foolish. You teaching the information, but nobody won't follow you. That's because you're in a lane that you're not supposed to be in. You wasn't born to be a teacher. You don't know how to work the mic. A teacher, a true teacher, people will listen to his words. Is people listening to your words? Do you make people want to change? Do you make people want to fast? Let me get off the teaching shit. There's women who incarnate with massive amounts of sexual energy. You got to protect them. She always been bad. Her body was always developed. She was always beautiful. Men always went crazy over her. Even women go crazy over her. In the ancient societies, we understood this. I'm about to say some shit that's going to mess some of y'all up. You can't let her uncle watch her. He going to break the rules. You can't let her stepbrothers watch her. I want somebody to type in the live chat and break the rules. You can't let her stepbrothers watch her. He gonna touch. You can't let certain men watch her. They gonna touch because she's not a normal woman. Because the type of energy that her sexual energy heals. Her sexual energy is higher than the sexual energy of most women. She have high level pure energy, sexual energy. And when these sisters get old, they trying to wonder why my whole life everybody was trying to fuck me. My cousins were trying to have sex with me. I gotta preach this shit tonight, man, because no one wants to talk about it, but I gotta talk about it tonight because there's a lot of women out there, they're trying to find out why I got molested. You was born different than a regular woman. As Nicki Minaj say, you ain't no regular degular. Every nigga you ever came across tried to marry you. Every man you ever slept with was threatening you, telling you, I'll kill myself and kill you to get out of here. Every man you were sleeping with, he was trying to pull a rub off. Every man you were sleeping with was trying to get you pregnant because you was born with massive amounts of godly sexual energy, not no thought energy. You weren't born with no thought energy. They got some women out there, they got to do thought shit to get ahead. You was born with massive amounts of godly sexual energy. I can stop the fucking video right now in 6 minutes and cut it off. But I got a lot more shit I'm gonna talk about tonight. You different. You always knew you was different. You always felt different in your body. Women was jealous of you, jealous of your shape, jealous of your health. You scared to talk to men because every time you sleep with a man, he loses his shit. I want somebody to type in the comments, and I want somebody to type in the live comments, they lose their shit. Any women out there? You look at men, you spend time with men, they lose your shit. You tired of men losing your shit because you was born with massive. You can't help the fact that you got it as a gift, baby. You got it as a gift, baby. You was born with it. They lose their shit. Let's take it back to little Boosie and little Webbie. You was cause she a bad bitch don't because she's a bad bitch. She shaped like this, she built like that when she walk. Her booty is clapping, her breasts is they like Lord. I want somebody to type in the comments, I'm a bad bee, cause I'm a bad bee, cause she a bad bee, and you a bad bee. You been that way for the last 3, 4, 5,000 years. They got gods in heaven that come down on earth looking for you. You got niggas who died and come through the spirit realm trying to find you. You bad. I'm gonna preach this shit like no other nigga. I'm the baddest at this shit. I'm a fucking shaman. Cause you a bad bee, yeah. You love that song cause you a bad bee, yeah. Cause I'm a bad. When that song just came out, 3 times for the birthday, bee, yeah. 4 times for the birthday, bee, yeah. Birthday, yeah. That was all you. Motherfuckers been touching you your whole life, trying to take advantage of you. She was born with it. You try to cover your body up, niggas can smell you. They can smell your scent. They can smell your pheromones. You ain't even worrying about money. Every man you get will spend money on you. Baby, hold up, baby. She not worrying about money. It's not about money to her. She was born with it. There's gods in heaven that come down here looking for this sister. Nigga, you a human, and they got angels looking for her. Nigga, you talking about a priestess. I want somebody to type in the comments. I want somebody to hit the like on this video because I got to start liking my shit. The whole world got to get onto my shit. I'm the witch of the South. They got gods, angels. This motherfucker even got demons looking for her. Now the demons are not bad. You don't know. She got demons. She got motherfuckers in the underworld looking for her. Baby, you can't go in Walmart. Somebody type Walmart. You can't go to Walmart without trying to get about 30 niggas wrecking cars, crashing bicycles. You was born with it. Take that off the list. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is going to be earthly rules don't apply to you. Earthly rules don't apply to you. Listen, man. You are an advanced organism because they tell you in the ancient text, right? They tell you in the ancient text that We are such amazing beings on Earth. They say all across this motherfucking galaxy in this universe, the baddest beings are the ones on Earth. They tell you in the Gnostic Gospels, Melchizedek came down here and he said, I'm looking for the children of Set. Melchizedek said that the children of Set are the most powerful beings in the universe. Anybody out there on Earth, you the children of Set? Who is Set? They talk about Set as being the devil. No, Set ain't the devil, man. Go get your scholarship, man. Melchizedek said, I'll come down here looking for the children of Set. They control the whole universe. We created, let's deal with this shit. Here we go. We created Christianity for the modern day Tamahu. We the gods. They talk about this in teachings of Tahuti. They talk about this in Hermetica. We'll deal with this shit tonight, right? We was in Egypt. We was all around the world. We was in our higher states. Let's just go back to Atlantis. Atlantis was never a physical place. Atlantis was the earth when earth was in the spiritual realm, the spiritual space. We was in our higher selves. We started thinking too much. And as we started thinking, we started making the earth physical. So we created physical water, physical body, the physical everything. We created this physical realm. And as we created this physical realm, what we didn't realize, we wanted to become physical and enjoy this shit. We became physical. And as we became physical, we dropped into our lower selves. We lost our ability to look into the future, to talk using our minds, to fly, to heal ourselves, to live forever. We lost that ability when we became physical. And as we lost that ability, what happened was we had to start making laws. We had to make laws because we was doing so much shit. They're talking about modern day cloning. They found out about modern day cloning when they looked back in the ancient texts and they saw that we created a man, right? They was talking about cloning people. They look back on the ancient text and they say, damn, they made a man. We made a modern day recessive people around the earth. We created them. So they went to start doing cloning and shit right now because we already done it. That's already a part of our history. When we started cloning, we said we got to leave cloning alone. This shit is not good. Like when we created the guns. When the Moors created the guns, the Moors looked at the guns and they said that this is a bad weapon. We got to get rid of that. They come in, go get in the ancient text, learn how to make the boomstick and make the guns, made the guns and took over the earth. We looked into the future and we saw that we was going to mess up. We saw that we was going to fall from a godhood and become slaves. It is our nature not to be a warring type of people. You see what's going on right now in Washington. The people that's reigning in the White House. We can't even phantom thinking of running in the White House. We have no purpose to run in the White House. For what? These people get together and run in the White House, man. Because it's their nature to be a conqueror. It's their nature. Their laws is falling apart. They built a false society in a society. How you write a book of laws? You write a book of laws and you can't even live with the book of laws that you wrote. Think about what I'm telling you. You write a constitution, but everything in the constitution, you're not mentally able to abide by the shit that's in the constitution. And most of the stuff that's in the constitution goes against humane stuff. So we saw the fact that we was getting ready to fall as a great person. We had to create something. We had the African, whatever words you want to use, the African, Ethiopians, Atlanteans, Viridians, whatever you want to use, all the great, whatever the civilizations used to be. We said we got to create some shit that's going to be laws to keep these people in place who getting ready to take over. So we go in, we the gods, we the original people. We said, let's create Christianity. Because if we make Christianity is going to keep them in place. They need to know thou shalt not kill, because they're going to be killing too much. They need to know don't sleep with your neighbor, don't sleep with animals. Thou shalt not glutton, thou shalt help your neighbors. So we created Christianity for the modern day recessive man to live by. So Christianity don't belong to you. See, man, you can see the flaws in Christianity, but they can't see the flaws in them. We created modern day Islam to keep them boys over there in place. So whenever they're saying Assalamu alaikum, salaikum salam, you be happy for that. Because that's a modern day law for a modern day individual to live by. That has nothing to do with you to guard people. You know what you live by? You live by the universal laws. Our laws is over their laws. Their laws have nothing to do with me and you. Modern day religion has nothing to do with me and you. Modern day religion is a trap for me and you. That modern day marriage that they live in by, that modern day marriage has nothing to do with me and you as an individual. We created modern day marriage for the lower people. You get married, you don't break up. You get married, you do it that way. We created that for them. You bigger than the modern day law. The modern day law has nothing to do with you. You live by the laws of this universe. Let's deal with this. Spiritual initiations. Don't lose your mind. I did a video on this on YouTube 2 days ago. Facebook video went crazy. Spiritual initiations. Don't lose your mind. There's physical initiations, meaning that you find you a practitioner who claim that he got a message and he can initiate people through the whatnot systems. But there's a spiritual initiation. Most people, because they don't want to do seed time and harvest. Most people, because they don't want to go through the process, what they do is they avoid the spiritual initiations and they go through man's initiation. I'm not about to have no spirits come down from heaven and test me and put me through nothing. I'm not about to let ISIS initiate me. Ogun, Abatala, Shango, Dionysus, Zeus, whoever you want to pray to, all these different deities. I'm not going to let none of those deities initiate me because it's too much. And they're going to put me through hell. So some people, they go sign up for the classes to avoid spiritual initiations. They rather pay $3,000, $2,000, $5,000 to be able to say that they're a Baba or that they're a shaman or a healer. They'll pay $2,000, $3,000 to jump over the process to say that they got a certificate that give them a specific name. But there's something called spiritual initiations. And when you go through these spiritual initiations, they pull it out of you. They want to know if you're real. They want to know if you committed. They want to know if you bought that smoke. Because your ancestors are going to come in and test your ass. Isis says in the book Stellar Man, she says that I'm going to release the Sphinx on you. You know what the Sphinx is? That the tiger-looking thing in Egypt, the Sphinx. They don't know where it came from. It predates the pyramids. You know what the Sphinx is? The Sphinx is the one who come to test your ass for the initiations. And through these initiations, these spiritual initiations, there's going to be spirits, there's going to be gods, there's going to be entities that's going to come to you and put you through the test. And the problem is that most people don't want to start on level 1. They don't want to start on level 1 and build up their energy. They want to start on level 1 and do the shit. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. No, they want to take a mushroom on level 1 and catapult to level 4. No, with the mushroom, ayahuasca, these different drugs, you didn't do it the right way. There are certain demons in level 1 that you got to deal with. There's certain demons in level 2 that you got to deal with that build you up as you get stronger. When you skip level 1 and go to level 4, they got a demon in level 4 that's going to kick your ass. And when you walk home and you see something standing in your closet, when you laying in the bed and you see something walking out your window and looking in your window, when When you laying in the bed and something run across your motherfucking living room, or you laying in the bed and some turn your television on, or some turn your dryer on, you better be ready. Because y'all talk all this shit about being spiritual teachers, and you want to do consultations with people, and you want to help people. You can talk all that spiritual shit all you want. But when you start dealing with this, when you cheat to get to the next level, you better be ready. That's why you got so many people on the third floor in the hospitals. That's why you got so many people, they talking to you right now and looking like they're crazy. You don't understand what they're saying. Because they didn't want to do this the right way. They didn't want to put the seed time and harvest in. They wanted to jump over the time. Oh yeah, because I'm a witch and I'm a healer and I'm an impact and I can pull your tarot cards. They're pulling your tarot cards, but they look like a fucking mess. Cleanliness is next to godliness. When you're dealing with anybody on the spiritual level, the energy got to look clean. They selling products. They selling herbs. You use the products. They break your whole body down. They paying for the anointing. Somebody type paying for the anointing. These people are out here paying for the anointing. They don't want to do it the right way. You can't cheat this shit, because when you cheat this shit, something's gonna happen to you. You better be ready to deal. Listen, go into meditation if you want. Cause something these sisters talking about. I went to sleep and I had a demon. I had a spirit that was raping me. You call that spirit on that's raping you. I go to sleep and I had something. I woke up, my body was scratched. You doing the wrong shit. And don't come at us with this bullshit that you doing. Don't come at us talking about something. I want a consultation, or I want to read and I want you to help me. No. You tapped into some shit that you shouldn't have tapped into. So you got to handle that. Because what I'm not about to do, you beefing with a spirit. You didn't call the fucking sadistic spirit on. You didn't call on a succubus. You didn't call on an incubus. You and this motherfucker to the ancestors unknown. To the ancestors unknown. To the ancestors unknown. And you done called on some shit that then came in and is wrecking your life. Wrecking your life. Don't come call me talking about, like, I need to get some sage. Man, I got some shit going on. Baby. Whatever you fucking with, I'm not fucking with that. You and some other shit. You called on something you should have been tapping into. Enough for me to come over there and cast this damn spirit out, and this spirit come living on my ass right now. I done lost my job, got hit by a car. The spirit and ran my family off, ran my kids away, ran my wife away, messed my whole life up, and you over there feeling good because you didn't pass that entity on to me. You're not going to pass that entity on to me. I'm not dealing with that. All money ain't good money. Sometimes when people come to you for a consultation, they want you to pull cards on them. They want you to say certain things. You turn them away. All money ain't good money. Sometimes you got to tell them, get out of here. Sometimes you got to tell them, baby, I can't work with you. You done so. I can't. All money ain't good money. Let me reimburse your money. Because all of them won't. See, they claim this shit. They claim this shit. They don't understand the type of shit that we go through to get to high levels. We're going to deal with this. Let's deal with this tribe shit. This modern day tribe shit. It is very hard to find an individual who's from your tribe. It don't work that way. Baby, you ain't just about to go find nobody from your tribe. Most of these tribes out here ain't nothing but sex cults. Go look at all the tribes you see out here. When the last time you seen a fucking tribe? Let me tell you what tribes do. Right? Tribes go buy land with houses. It's a man with his wife, with their family, and families is doing. That's what tribes do. Tribes live by laws. Tribes go live by the ancient text. That's what tribes do. These modern day tribes ain't nothing but sex cults. Copy paste this, share it on Facebook. Y'all know how we get down. Your modern day tribes ain't nothing but low level sex cults. And then most of the people who talking about the tribal shit, they fucked up mentally. I haven't seen many individuals yet. I haven't seen not one tribe that's positive and doing shit from a high level. Not one tribe out there really doing it. Malachi York was doing some shit. The feds come in and pop him. That's the biggest tribal thing we ever seen. And we know what was popping in that sect. And that's a master. So I gotta respect him. He's a master. He done his thing. I'm a young nigga. Shout out to the masters. But that's the last time we seen the tribe come through here. All these modern day tribes with these dudes running around here. You join a tribe with your wife, he piped your wife. Most of the tribes we know about, they all sick in the tribes. Get away from this tribal shit. It's very hard to find out. We hate ourselves so much. We want to join a tribe, but you never even dealt with shadow work. We want to join a tribe, but we never healed ourselves. We want to join the tribe, but we don't even know who the hell we are. Get away from this bullshit tribal shit. The tribal shit gonna end up with you and your legs in the air. Spiritual initiation is done. Spiritual readings is done. Let's deal with this right here. We almost done. Let's deal with sex one time. You see Dr. York the realist. Wesley Pike, Snipes is over there. Sex one time can destroy your pH. Let's deal with this shit. Right? I've come across sisters who've had sex one time. One time with a brother whose energy was bad. Destroyed her pH. You have to get to the point where when you begin to realize once you become enlightened, highly conscious, highly spiritual, highly anointed, once you get on this level, there's no more random sex for you. There's no more promiscuous sex with you because now you're dealing with energy. And if you sleep with the wrong person, it'll destroy your energy. Sister told me one time, she slept with a Tamahu and her pH was off for 6 months after that. 6 months. Your body cannot handle sleeping with an individual who's not vibrating high, an individual who's not on your level. You can't have promiscuous sex. I'm a man, right? Me being a man. I'm about to say something right now that makes no sense, but I know it's metaphysical. When I was in the world, I could sleep with worldly women. And when I sleep with worldly women, nothing happened to my body. I could pipe 3 women in one day. I could sleep with worldly women, nothing happened to me. But now, since I'm not on the same frequency, the same vibration with worldly women, if I sleep with worldly women, it does something to my body. Now, what I'm telling you right now is going to go over a lot of y'all heads. But if I sleep with a woman who's worldly, whose energy is not right, who's not taking care of herself right, she can have on too much perfume, makeup, whatnot. It'll fuck my body up. And that's a metaphysical thing. And there's a lot of people who understand exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying something that most people don't talk about. I'm saying something that most people don't talk about. But you know, just like I know, that promiscuous shit is over with. We can't do that no more. Right? No random sex. There's people running around here with undiagnosed mental conditions. Undiagnosed mental conditions, right? I'm going over a lot of shit in this video. I'm almost done. I got like 2 more. Undiagnosed mental conditions. Brother never knew he was bipolar. Brother never knew he was schizophrenic. Brother never knew he was crazy. Smoked the wrong weed one time, pop a mushroom, tapping the meditation, start reading some shit, become conscious, lose his goddamn mind. Sisters never knew they was bipolar, whatnot. You tap into them, start dealing with them. You have sex with them one time, they completely lose their mind. There's people out there who don't know they crazy. You didn't know they was crazy when you met them. You started a relationship with them, they became a narcissist, lost their shit, won't kick your ass, all types of stuff. You have to be very careful about dealing with individuals out there who are running around here with undiagnosed mental conditions. And it's happening to a lot of people in their relationships. You didn't know the individual was crazy. You didn't know the individual was retarded. You didn't know the individual lost their mind. They didn't even know nothing was wrong with them. This type of brother sleep with women after women, sister after sister, woman after sister after, sleep with sisters, get rid of them. They ain't care about them, nothing. Come across you, you vibrating good, your energy right, sleep with you. Now he won't kill you and kick your ass. Mm? Now he won't kill you and kick your ass. Mm? If a brother vibrating low, brother ain't worth shit. Vibrating low ain't worth shit. Woman date him, he leave, woman don't care. She let him go. Let a good dude come along. And it's the same sister. Hey, the relationship is over. Okay, great. It was great. I'll let you go. Let a good brother come along. She ain't letting you go. Show up at your job, threatening you, calling you 3,000 times a day. Come on now, y'all. We have to realize that the amount of energy that we're transferring to people, they're not used to that. You got to realize who you are and how sacred you are. And people can't handle you. Last thing I want to deal with in this video, I want you to go watch the movie Hellraiser with Pinhead. Go watch you got to go back and watch all the Hellraisers. There were so many downloads in the movie Hellraisers. When I was young, I was afraid to watch the movie Hellraiser. Now I love to watch Hellraiser because them dudes that was with Pinhead, they dealing with pain. They dealing with getting used to pain. So the last Hellraiser is called Hellraiser Hellbound. Hellraiser Hellbound, and it's on YouTube. And at a part in there, when the guy was interviewing people, and I'm gonna watch this shit tonight, and he said, hey man, look at here. He said, pain to me. He was talking to a human, right? He said, pain to me is a common currency. You gotta watch Hellraiser. Go watch the one Hellbound. He said, pain to me is a common currency. This is what he told a human dude. Because the human dude, because they Pinhead them job. Pinhead is like a ancestor. It's like a black ancestor, right? Get rid of the killing and all the crazy shit, right? And he really only killed people who was on that fuck shit. Pinhead want to introduce you to pain on a level to where he break you away from pain. I can't think in the group of demons that he hang with, but the demons that he hang with, they love pain. They learn how to live with pain. We humans are afraid of pain. And he said, pain is a common currency. And if you want, I can give you some. Basically telling dude, let me stick this needle in your motherfucking eye right quick. Let me stick this needle in your eye. Let me cut your finger off. Because they had broken through the pain barrier and they had broken through this mundane human shit. Your toothache hurt you. Your period come down, you breaking out. Pain have to become a common currency to us. Being black, being melanated. Pain is a gift. Why do you think we come to earth? Pain is an honor. You spend all your life running away from pain. No, you gotta get so used to pain that shit don't hurt no more. You've been raped, you've been molested when you was young, you run from those feelings. No. Pain is a common. You use pain to help heal you from shit like that. Pain got to become a common currency. When we really start to understand pain again, then most of the shit that devastated us when we was young in our childhoods, they don't devastate us no more. What are you running from? What you can't shut down? BDSM. Thank you. I got a book on BDSM. A bad book. I run over there and grab it, but I ain't gonna be able to find it right now. I got a bad book on BDSM. What was the topic of that book? BDSM. I can't think of the topic of that book. Bad book. But you got to get into pain and introduce pain to your body. That's why sometimes she talking about BDSM, right? Inbox me and I'll send it to you. I got a badass book on BDSM. And it was breaking down in the book, talking about BDSM, how it introduces us to pain and it help heal you. Your girl whooping you. You ain't used to no pain. Babe, come over here and whoop me right quick. Come whoop my ass. Come deal with this shit. Oh, what's the name of that book? I can't the name. Tyler. I can run and grab it right quick. Let me see if I can grab this motherfucking book for y'all right quick. While I'm live on YouTube, I'm gonna give y'all this book. I'm gonna give y'all this book, and then I'm gonna end this video. But I want y'all to get this book. See if we can find this motherfucking book over here. This BDSM book. And I'm gonna read some shit out that book to y'all. Right? This is the shaman book that I was telling y'all about. Go get this shaman book right here. It's one of the baddest motherfucking shaman books out there. This book right here. It's one of the baddest shaman books out here. It's called The Hollow Bone Field Guide to Shamanism. It's a badass book. This is the book that helped me realize that I was a true shaman right here. Go get this book here. It's a shaman book bad. It don't look like it. It might not look like it, but this is 1,000 books right here. A little bit over 1,000 books. Where this badass book at? I think I'd be on to do a YouTube video and stop to look for a book. I gotta get this book for y'all though. What's the name of this book? Sexual. Oh, what's the name of this badass book? I want y'all to get this book right here. You heard me? This badass book. It's a Warlock's book. This is one of the baddest sex books I ever seen out there. This is the book that helped break down BDSM. And what it tells you in the book, that it really introduces you to a level of pain. And this shit is ancient. We've been doing this across all cultures. But you also got to realize that you can't tap into BDSM with an immature lover. The name of the book trying to come to me. But you cannot tap into BDSM with an immature lover, because an immature lover, see, they thinking that you're getting whooped. You're getting whooped by this the Gnostic books I was telling you about, the Gnostic gospel right here earlier. Right? Control of the exactly book. So this book, the Gnostic Gospels, you want to get this one right here. Go on YouTube and get this one. This is the one when Melchizedek came to earth. And he's talking about the children of Set. I'm trying to find that book for y'all. Actually, I did a video dealing with BDSM on Facebook, but I'm looking for this thing right here. This book right here, you got to get this book. The Pagan Book of Days. The Pagan Book of Days. This book breaks down how they do their rituals on certain days. And it breaks down all of the rituals that they're dealing with on certain days, right? The Pagan Book of Days. You also got to get this book right here. For all you females out there, this is one of the first books you got to get. The Book of Lilith, right? This is the Book of Lilith. And it tells you right here, well, I'm not going to get into it, but the Book of Lilith breaks down how Adam was trying to control her. Man, she told Adam, fuck you, and got into her shit. So I got some bad shit in my library. I ain't got nothing mundane up here in my library. It's the Book of Lilith. I was trying to find that sex book. Motherfucker on YouTube, moving this camera around, everything. All right, I'm gonna look through my books one more time and try to find this book. But go get the Book of Lilith, right? Tell you what's bedroom secrets. That's a badass book. I'm not gonna release that book name to y'all yet, because I ain't started reading that book yet. I'm trying to find this motherfucking BDSM book. It's the baddest BDSM book out there, and this book taught me how to really get into it. You know, from a respect perspective. So when you dealing with your woman on that level, dealing with BDSM, sometimes, see, our problem is we got into the penetration shit. And we got into the penetration shit. You got to get away from that penetration shit too much. Because what the penetration does is you get so deep in the penetration that you forget the simple ways of engaging in sex. There are simple ways of engaging in sex that we miss out on, right? So sometimes you got to make love without touching. Go get this book right here, right? Jesus the Magician. And it's breaking down how Jesus was the baddest magician out there. How Jesus was dealing with all this magic and all this good shit. Jesus the Magician, right? Jesus the Magician. I won't make this a book video, but I'm gonna add some shit in on the back of this video. You understand me? This the baddest book of dreams right here. But I ain't gonna pull that out. And let me get down here on this floor. See if this sex book down here. That's probably why my nasty ass can't find it, because I've probably been reading it too much. But I'm not gonna find that sex book. Oh, what is sex book? And I want to give it to y'all tonight. Since I can't find the sex book, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reveal the book to y'all. Here we go. I found this son of a bitch. It's called Carnal Alchemy. I found it. I found the family. I got this book, BDSM. You got to get this book right here called Carnal Alchemy. Now, don't worry about the druids and the white girl laying on the table. That's the shit they put on the books to turn you away, right? Somebody type in the comments, Carnal Alchemy. It's bad. So inside of Carnal Alchemy, let me give you some shit in here. Let me give you some shit in here. Give you some shit in here, right? So let's deal with this shit on page 116 and 115, 116 and 115, right? You better get this book, Carnal Alchemy. I found this book myself out there. I don't know how I found it. It's a bad bitch. 116, 115. Says right here. We're going straight to the text. From a woman's point of view, it seems that true liberation, we're talking about true liberation, means freedom of each individual woman to pursue, right? To pursue whatever form of sexual experience that makes her happy. So when you're dealing with sex from a fact of liberation, you got, regardless, you have to give a person the freedom to practice what they want to practice in the bed. So don't tell me that I'm homophobic or this or that. I don't give a fuck what you do in the bed. You have liberation to practice threesomes, poly shit, whatever you want to do. I like one man and one woman. Give me the liberation to practice one man and one woman. I give you the freedom to practice whatever you want. To pursue whatever sexual experience that makes them happy, regardless of the standards of behavior set by any group or organization that has established itself. So there's many groups, there's many organizations out there that set rules on how we got to have sex. The only group that matter is the universal group. Now beyond that shit, we don't care about no man-made shit, right? We do not wish, this is how you handle people who question you believe in what you believe in. If they question you believe in what you believe, we do not wish to defend ourselves. This is how you answer the question to suckers. For those who question you, we do not wish to defend ourselves against such opinions because we have no interest in explaining anything to people incapable of understanding. There's many people out there incapable of understanding you. I teach occult knowledges. There's many people incapable of understanding occult knowledges. So I do not wish to defend myself against you because you're on some fuck shit, right? It's a bad book. Let's deal with this. What works for one person or for one couple or group is sure not to work for another. So what work for one person or couple or group won't work for other people. So don't get to the point where you're dealing with some shit where people don't understand what y'all doing. What I do might not work for you, and what you do might not work for me. So I'm not going to sit here and get into a debate with you about, yeah, you can't do this or you can't do that. Nah, big brother, we're not about to do that today. Give people the freedom of liberation to practice whatever the hell they want to practice. Now, your freedom of liberation doesn't necessarily have to do something with the universal laws, the way we're supposed to live down here. But I still, in order to not judge you, I still have to give you the freedom of liberation to preach what you want to preach, to teach what you want to preach, to say what you want to say. It's freedom of liberation. Let me give you one more thing out of this book, and I'm gonna end this video. Let's deal with this shit right here. Let's deal with this. Very good book. Page 43, what I got on that. I don't know if y'all think I'll be playing. I'll be going through these books. Watch this. Let's deal with Wicca. Where did Wicca come from? Wicca. Gerald Broussard Gardner lived from 1884 to 1664. Was a man of little formal education, who spent most of his adulthood in the Far East. He retired from the commercial branch of the British Civil Service in 1936. When he returned in England, he slowly began to create the religious system known as Wicca. So that's where your Wicca shit come from today. So we ain't dealing with no mundane Wicca shit. I got one more thing out of this book that I want to read to y'all. That's very powerful. Talking about putting that whip on your ass, right? Let's deal with this on page 62. Now, when you're reading your books, right? When you want to go back to your books, you want to take notes in your books. And when you take notes in your books, you want to put your notes right here, right? You want to put your notes here, you want to put the page on there. So whenever you go back to a book, you can go directly to that shit, right? So let's deal with this when we done with the video. Watch this. Submissives. We talking about BDSM. Submissives do not really have the power, right? Submissives do not really have the power. They are the power. The person who's being beat, the person who's being abused, because you actually have more power than a person who's doing the physical part. They are the power, right? In most polarized sense, the submissives incarnates or crystallizes the power, and the dominant develops the wills, the power to the magical ends. Some elements of mankind, this the pain shit. Let's deal with the pain shit, right? Some elements of mankind need a certain amounts of misery. We're talking about mankind. We're talking about humans. We talk about me and you. No, we don't want pain. We don't want suffering. We don't want none of that. Shut up. You don't know nothing. Some elements of mankind, of our mind, need a certain amount of misery, pain, and slavery. You need everything. Watch this. This inherent need will inevitably, I can't even pronounce that word being from the South. This inherent need will inevitably be played out in life one way or another. So one way or another, you're going to experience some pain. Whether you get burnt or some shit, whether you get your toe slammed in the door, either way, you're going to experience some pain. Because most people are unconscious of this. They need in themselves, it simply gets played out in an unhappy circumstance of life, right? In an unhappy circumstance of life, right? This is a self-destructive mechanism. So what we're saying is that some elements of mankind require misery, pain, and being uncomfortable. So what we do is we use BDSM to tap into that energy. We use BDSM to tap into we have something called a pain storage. There's a pain storage on the inside of our bodies. So we use BDSM to tap into that pain. Just the simple shit, getting whipped, handcuffed. The good stuff, not the bad stuff. Go get the book, Carnal Alchemy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Ashe.